I've lost 50 kilos. At first, like most people, I only cared about nutrition and training. But what good is it knowing how to lose fat if you can't bring yourself to do it? And that's where these behavior hacks come in. Hack 1. Delay gratification. Instant gratification is a big reason why we gain weight. All it means is to satisfy desires straight away, like eating a chocolate as soon as you feel like it. The issue is, in the long term, you forget how to be patient. Because by satisfying your desires straight away, you train yourself to get the rewards as soon as possible. But as we know, when it comes to our bigger goals in life, like fat loss, you put in effort now to get the reward later. And that's where delaying gratification comes in. So by delaying gratification, all you're doing is rewiring your brain to expect rewards later. So like if we use that chocolate example, instead of eating it as soon as you feel like it, eat it after doing some sort of work instead, like going for a run or maybe answering emails or just something. And by doing that, you'll train yourself to expect rewards later, which will help with things like fat loss. It sounds simple, but it's not easy at first. The more you practice it though, the easier it gets. And likewise, so will losing fat. Hack 2. Feel without reacting. Emotions play a big role in fat gain and fat loss. Like if you were anything like how I was, you probably eat whenever you're bored to pass the time, or you eat when you're stressed to relax, or you eat when you're angry to calm down. On top of that, you might skip the gym when you're tired, or you might just not go because you don't feel like it. It's in times like these where your emotions are leading your decisions. But when it comes to doing things like fat loss, you have to break that behavior pattern. And to break that pattern, all you need to do is understand that you don't have to react to how you feel. Like you can feel hungry without going to eat, or you can feel anger without lashing out. You literally have the ability to observe your emotions and not be guided by them like how animals are. All you have to do is detach. And to do that, it just takes a little bit of practice. One of the best ways to practice that is by meditating. All you have to do is sit down for 5 minutes and be extremely still. You'll have the feeling or the impulse to move, but don't. Hack 3. Impulse versus instinct. Losing fat is easier once you understand the difference between impulse and instinct. So impulse is that sudden urge that you feel like you have to act on immediately, like craving to eat that chocolate bar that we were on about before. And you usually feel impulses in your head. Meanwhile, instinct is that gut feeling. It's that quiet voice that's guiding you in the right direction, like saying no to eating that chocolate bar. The issue is that impulses are louder than instincts. That voice telling you to satisfy your urges quickly is louder than the one pushing you in the right direction. But you can turn it the other way around. All you have to do is listen to your instincts more, follow your gut feeling, and the more you do, the louder your instincts will become, and the more you will trust yourself in making the right decisions. Hack 4. Be forward thinking. Before taking any action, look at the consequences. Look past the present moment and into the future. So for example, see how a cheat meal every 2 weeks can turn to a cheat meal every week, then it can turn to a cheat meal every other day. Or say you skip the gym 1 day this week, it can be 2 days next week, and then 3 days the week after. It's the smallest of actions that can have the biggest consequences. And it's your job to recognize those actions, recognize how one thing can lead to another, so you can stop yourself from spiraling down. Luckily, it works the same way the other way around. It works the same way in reverse. One small step in the right direction can have you spiraling up. Hack number 5. Be present. We always want to feel a certain way, like happy, satisfied, comfortable. And when we don't, we feel the need to fix it. And usually that's by doing things like gaming, watching TV shows, eating food, or listening to music. But those are only quick fixes that lead to comfort-seeking behavior and the inability to deal with negative emotions. It leads to you constantly chasing highs. And what I'm saying here is not to chase highs. Don't chase being happy, fulfilled, comfortable through things like food. Whenever you're feeling unhappy or uncomfortable or unsatisfied, sit in that feeling. Be present in that feeling. Because being unhappy every now and then isn't anything bad. It's normal. It's part of the human experience. And it doesn't need to be fixed. And it's ironic because when you stop chasing happiness, you'll feel more happy. So fat loss is more than just moving more and eating less. It's about correcting your behaviors. It's about taking control over your impulses, your emotions, your habits, and your actions. And that's where these behavior hacks will help. They won't only help you with losing fat though, they'll help you build resilience and discipline that will carry over into other areas of life. So the one that I'd recommend starting with right away is delaying gratification. Whenever you feel like eating a chocolate or cookie, put some work in first and then eat it. And that will train you to expect rewards later, helping you develop patience, which will help you stick to your fat loss plan.